Hello YouTube land. Good Tuesday afternoon to you. If it is Tuesday, I've been getting the day of the week mixed up all day long because I laid out of a class yesterday for a job interview, which it's only back to fast food, which I hate, but it's money that I can actually make and not hurt my back doing it. So we'll do that part-time while I'm still in school. But it's had my days confused up ever since because I missed that one class. It's had my whole week messed up. But before we go any further, go ahead and hit that like button. I'll wait for you. Okay, most of you have. Wait a minute, you right there. No, not you. You haven't hit the like button yet. Go ahead and do that for me, please. Thank you. Now we can go ahead with the rest of the video. I finally got my tiller readjusted, a few extra tweaks, and it digs so good. I found the water line to the mobile home that used to be on the back side of my property, and I found a 220 volt line that's no longer in use, but the wire is only a few years old, and that was a find for me because I was planning on buying some wire to drop a little bit of electricity out to the shed I have where I keep my goats. So now I don't have to buy the wire. All I got to do is pull that up out the ground and reuse it, because there's nothing wrong with it except for the first 6 inches where the tines of the tiller pulled it up to the surface of the ground. I just snipped those off and run with it. Hey, that saved me 150 bucks. I'm not complaining. And whenever I hit that water line yesterday, I just went ahead today and I bought the parts I need to fix it, because yesterday at the time I couldn't get the shut-off valve that goes to that particular line to work. So I went ahead and bought those parts today. It cost me about 20 bucks. But the bright side is I can take it back tomorrow because I don't need that line anyway, and I finally did get the shut-off valve to work, so it's off, my water's back on. I can actually flush my toilet and make a glass of tea now, so I'm happy about that. But it's a nice afternoon before the rain's supposed to come in this afternoon, and I figured I would get out here and get some of this tilling finished up, so that way if there's any grass that's going to sprout up before planting season really gets underway, I can get it sprouted and get it tilled back under and killed. That way I can eliminate a lot of weeding later on this spring and this summer, or at least that's my goals. But in South Georgia, weeds grow faster than tomatoes on pure nitrogen. I'm not lying. But anyway, guys, I'm going to flip this camera around, give you a peek at the chickens and what I have to go through to walk around the yard and in the pen when I let them free range. And we'll see what I got done today. And I want to go ahead and thank you for stopping by. Be sure and hit that like button, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications. It's all greatly appreciated. And if I don't say it at the end of the video, I'm going to go ahead and say it now. This is Morgan with Agape Farms. Remember, God loves you, so do I, and there's no better place on Sunday to be than in the church of your choice, giving thanks and praise to the Lord for the blessings we don't deserve. And with that, let's take a look at what we got done today, and God bless you all, and thanks for stopping by. Well, you can see some of my little meat wannabes have followed me into the garden behind the tiller and are enjoying the fresh tilled up soil. Plus, they're getting rid of the few insects I have, which is a good thing. But I have my tiller readjusted, and I have gotten the top layer of grass all tilled under. A few more passes and I'll be ready to plant. And since I adjusted the tiller, I found a surprise. An old abandoned 220 line, which is not necessarily a bad thing. I'm glad it was abandoned because I would have hated not to have water for my water pump. Although I did find this little jewel, a water line that went to a mobile home that used to be in the backside of my pasture. It got cut by the tying on the tiller. Why they went with the old ABS plastic instead of PEX, I have no idea. But that's on them, not me. But I just shut it off at the valve because I'm not going to be using that area anyway. Look at all of them. If the rest of them knew that I was out here, they would be all at my feet. I can't walk for them. Let me show you what I mean. We'll walk up here and test it out. Sorry for the glare from the sun, but see, here they start coming. Give me a few minutes and I'll show you my feet. Hey guys. This is what I have to walk through every day when I go to feed the chickens, or if I let them out to free range. All over my feet. And I can't name them all Cell Chicken because they all look alike. Cell Kitty got his name because he always is on my feet and I can't stand that. You might be able to see a few of them still out there in the garden. There's not much they can hurt, so I'm just going to let them be.